And now let's talk about percents. So the word percent actually literally tells us what the meaning is. So we've got the word per here, and cent is our prefix for 100, like century, or I think about, we call them cents, pennies, and there are 100 pennies in a dollar, or there are 100 years in a century. So this just means per 100. So this is the reason why you say you move it 2 decimal places, because 2 decimal places is the 100th place. So it's per 100. You divide, per is our keyword for divide, so you divide by 100. So for instance, n percent is n divided by 100. So you move 2 decimal places. If you're not going to remember that, just remember I'm going to divide by 100, or multiply if I'm going the other way. Or you can also remember there are 2 little zeros there in the percent sign, so that is 2 decimal places. So we talk about writing these as a percent. We've got the 0.3 with the repeat in there. Writing this as a percent, we're going to move 2 decimal places. So this is 3 repeated a whole bunch of times. So 3, 3, 3, 3, my decimal, and I'm going to move it 2 times. So 1, 2, so that gives me 33.3%. 33.3% repeating. So 1.5, written as a percent, moving 2 decimal places. So I move it 2 decimal places. I don't have anything right here. That doesn't mean just to get rid of it. I have to fill it in. Place value matters. So I'm going to fill it in with a 0 to get an answer of 150%. The last one, I'm going to move 2 decimal places again. So there are lots of zeros there. Move in 2 decimal places. I can't get rid of the 0. This is just a really tiny percent. This is 0.053%, and that's okay to leave it like that. There's nothing wrong with having a really tiny percent. Now we're going to go the other way to write as a decimal. So we've got 250% and 5%. So if you want to give these a shot, just pause the video, give it a shot, and then check your answer. 250%, again, I'm going to move 2 decimal places, but I'm going to go to the left now. Percent's always going to look bigger when it's written as percent form. Its decimal is going to have the smaller number. So I can move to the left, or I can think about dividing by 100. That's where I had the n percent equals n over 100. So this is 2.5. This is one gets tricky on people. I'll move 2 decimal places. Again, I can't just leave that as an empty spot. I have to write this as 0.05. I get a whole bunch of times 0.5. 0.5 is 50%. 0.5 is half. We know that from our fraction units. So make sure you have 5 hundredths on there. Remember, percent means per 100. So 5 hundredths should be my 5%.